Okay guys, so best stats for every build, Arcane Lineage, here we go. It's been a while since I've done this, it's been about a year, but I'm going to go through every class. Timestamps are in the comments so you don't waste your time. Also, there's going to be a big number at the top and then a small number at the bottom. The smaller number is for if you have maxed your sultry, but I think majority of you watching have not maxed your sultry, so you can refer to the number at the top. Okay, so the first one is Blade Dancer, 100 strength and 20 endurance is what I recommend for the average player. This is because you don't want to be too glass cannon and then you might die easily. Also, the armor gives a reasonable amount of endurance, so if you have 20 endurance as well as the base stat as well as the armor, you'll be fine. Next one we have Rogue. So I've tested Rogue out a little bit. It's one of my favourite builds because I also love luck builds, but luck has been nerfed quite a bit because there's nothing to super increase your critical chance or critical damage. So I recommend 100 luck just so you'll be hitting those crits a couple times, 80 strength and then 20 endurance. You could go 100 luck and 100 strength, or you could go 200 luck, it's up to you. But yeah, these are the builds that I recommend the most. You'll see commonly in the bottom number the ones who have maxed your sultry. I'm not going to ask you to put in any endurance because I feel like you should be comfortable enough with just your armor, just your skill. But if you want to put endurances, there's no harm in that. Make sure you do that. Next one, you got Lancer, 100 endurance and 100 arcane. Just because even though Lancers, I know it's not like a paladin kind of tank kind of guy, but I do like my Lancers to have a little bit more HP and then 100 arc. You could put speed in as well, but I prefer arcane and endurance on my Lancers. But I don't really play Lancer that much. This is what I've been told. So if any of you are Lancer and want to let me know differently in the comments, please do let me know. Next we have Monk, 100 strength, 20 endurance, 200 strength, pretty self-explanatory. Monk is just, this is not Monk, this is a Brawler. Brawler, pretty self-explanatory, you just want pure strength on this. Next you have Necromancer, 200 arcane, no matter what, because your summons can tank all the damage. You don't really need endurance. Obviously if you feel a little bit like a squishy guy, you can obviously get a bit more endurance. But I think 200 arcane is fine for Necromancer, especially since you can summon a sand golem now called Skeleton, and your Skeleton refreshes after 5 turns, which is so fast. Next you have Paladin. Paladin, you're just being a support cast, you want to tank the boss's hits. So 180 endurance, 20 strength, or 160 endurance, 40 strength. You could go full endurance if you wanted to. I won't be mad at that either. Now you have Monk. So Monk, same again with most DPS classes, it will be 180 strength, 20 endurance or 200 strength. Even if you don't have the max sultry, you could go 200 strength on these DPS classes. It's just that I don't think that you'll be tanky enough to survive a couple hits. And you want to be able to take some damage as well as give it out. Next we have Elementalist. It's the same as DPS except instead it's Arcane for the exact same reasons. I think you could put even less in endurance because you have the agile trait, so enemies will be less frequently to attack you. Next, now Ranger. Ranger is one of my favourite. I forgot it in the tier list, but it is really good. Just a mistake by me. Okay, so Stultus. If you are Stultus, you need 200 speed, and that's regardless. 200 speed will be perfect for you. If you're not a Stultus and you're going Ranger, then 160 speed, 40 endurance is your thing. 100 speed, 50 arcane and 50 endurance can be another build. You could go 100 arcane, 50 speed and 50 endurance. You could go 100 speed, 100 arcane. Just combine speed and arcane together. Try to favour speed over arcane. But if you want to favour arcane over speed, I have no problems with that. It's just really fun having a speed build with Ranger, my bad, sorry. Next we have Saint. You could go full arcane with Saint, like I said at the bottom. But 120 endurance and 80 arc is what I like. You want to be, not of attack, but you want it to be alive at all times and be able to heal your people well. You could get Nathana's Sigil, and now it's a way of life to get even easier. Church of Rathian as well is also a really good covenant and lets you heal more. So you want to stay alive for the longer battle to be able to keep your other teammates alive. That's why I recommend rather split between endurance and arcane. But you could go 200 arcane if you wanted more healing. Next you have Berserker, 200 strength no matter, because with Berserker you kind of want to be on low HP, so you want the endurance to be a little bit low so you can get that low HP to be able to buff yourself, especially if you're a stellar Berserker. Next, Assassin. Why did the slides change? So 180 luck, 20 endurance, 180 strength, 20 endurance, 200 luck, 200 strength. It's quite self-explanatory. Assassin kind of fell off in the meta, so I don't really see anybody running this, but if you do, this is what you want to go. Next, we have Impaler, 100 strength, 80 arcane, and 20 endurance. I think this is the only class in the game that has a duo hybrid between Strength and Arcane, so you can go with any of the stats displayed on the screen. Next we have Dark Wraith, 100 luck. You could go a Luck Wraith or you could go with an Arcane Wraith. I personally prefer Luck Wraith, especially with Draugr like it shows on the screen. So 100 luck, 100 Arcane, 200 luck or 200 Arcane. Either of these are fine. You could put some in Endurance again if you feel a bit squishy, but I do think the Dark Wraith armor gives you enough HP to be able to settle through those longer battles. And then finally, Hexer, which is I think is the worst class in the game right now, but you need 150 arc, 50 end, or 160 arc and 40 endurance, purely because you won't be dealing that much damage. It's more about support and applying the status effects, so you want to stay alive for a bit longer. You do have that agile trait though, so you won't be getting hit that many, especially in a full squad. And that's the end of the slideshow, guys. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. We're grinding out this update, and I will be doing a stream soon to get the Shia race, and obviously we're going to be grinding for that Astral Mark and hunting for that when it comes out. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.